G'day all, it is Lachlan from FAE AP, Australia Pacific. I've tried to make the most of what is a sunny, not so sunny day down here in Melbourne. Made the pilgrimage from northern New South Wales to Melbourne last night to come down here and record some videos for you guys. So, walkthrough videos. This big, bad, entry-level girl is the BL1 SSL VT150. So this unit in particular is our, as mentioned, our entry-level posi skid steer option, skid steer loader. I know there's guys out there that don't like me calling them posies. They've made that abundantly clear. But yeah, skid steer loader, skiddy, posi, CTL, SSL, whatever you prefer to call it. Pick your colour, I don't care. So this unit starts at sort of your 45 horsepower up to about sort of your 65. We do have guys putting them on 75s. I'd say engine displacement isn't too much of a major concern when it comes to this sort of stuff. It's more about your flow rates, your pressures and everything else. So realistically, from a flow rate perspective, you're looking at anything from about 50 litres per minute up to about 100 litres a minute. There's an anti-cavitation valve built into this unit. So if you are ever so slightly above that 100 litres per minute, don't stress. The flow control valve, anti-cavitation valve, everything else will do its job and make it as, I suppose, efficient as possible and make sure we're not blowing seals and everything else. We've got a few spare parts on this unit here. So you've got a feed line in, feed line out, so pressure and return line, and then we are running a K-strain on this unit as well. You'll notice the bite limiter rotor, so that is your BL in this instance, same as the BL1 we just did a video on over there. So acts a little bit like a depth gauge and or gives you a bit more evenly spaced cut, evenly spaced pressure, all that sort of thing. Stops hydraulic stalling, especially on the smaller units. So again, your 45 to 65 to 75 horsepower units. You know, if we can keep that tip speed up, make sure it's as efficient as possible. The whole idea of that is cut down spool up time, keep your tip speed high, not bog down what will be your torque too much, all that sort of thing. So you've obviously got a push guard frame on the front. It is, there's 4 options in regards to manual setting for that push frame. And then from there, you've obviously got your spring to keep your hoses out of the way. It runs a V-belt transmission, which is behind the end just there. On this side, you've got your flow control valve and everything else as well. So obviously standard SAE pickups on the back end, and then from a climbing in, climbing out scenario, nice little boot cleaners. It's about the small things, guys. It's about the small things. So bite limiter rotor, we've gone over that. You've got the adjustable guard frame, we've gone over that. You've got some counter blades up onto the underside. I've got my little cheat sheet, as you can tell, on top of that BL1 to make sure I'm hitting you guys with all of the knowledge. On your skids, they are adjustable as well, so 2 settings adjustable. You can drop those a little bit more so they're not engaging the ground so much, or your teeth that are on it. The units do come standard normally with your BL blades. You've obviously got your C3 minis on the front of this unit here. That was what it was optioned up for the customer. They are a little bit more. We have gone over the teeth in previous videos. You get a little bit more wear out of the C3s. They bounce off rock a little bit better. They engage the soil a little bit better. They shred more than cut, but that's sort of the ins and the outs of it all. Obviously from a warranty perspective, it's all the same. Haven't gone over the working widths. So the 150, which I apologise, your 150 is your working width. So we do have a 125 option, but we've got a 150 option as well. Traditionally, we bring in your 150s more than your 125s. We can factory order a 125 if need be. There is a few floating around here and or there, but your 150 VTs are normally what we're bringing in. So your VT, obviously variable torque, we've expressed that before. Your 150 will be your working width, not your total width. So total width, you're looking at 1716. And that's from outside of skid to outside of skid. From your working width, it's actually 1480 if you want to be very, very specific, but don't hold it against me. We all sort of measure a little bit further, don't we? From a weight perspective, you're looking at 660 kilos. So it is not going to cause you to fall on your face as you're going up a hill, down a hill, all the above. Obviously, you know, reference your 35 or your 30%, your 50% lifting capacities on your skid steers. But yeah, you're not you'll not freak out, let's put it that way. Cut capacity wise, you're looking at about 100 mil. Well, on paper 100 mil, again between you, me and the fence post and or guard frame and or hose sleeve here. You're going to get through more than that. It's just a case of how you're going to cut the timber, whether or not you're going to shave it, whether or not you're going to attack it from different angles. There's obviously 1,000,001 variables when it comes to vegetation management. It's not just push in, destroy everything and keep moving. As nice as that would be, as efficient as that would be, but it is not the case. You've obviously got, there's quite a bit of it, obviously, you know, pushing in, it's going to shoot out the back and out the front. Then when you back mulch, it's going to shoot out the back and out the front. I'm not sure if you can hear it. You've got some counter, I suppose, chains on the back end. And there is a little deflector on a few units that we've recently bought out. I've just stepped out of the way of the camera there, but there is a deflector, a little black deflector that we now put on the front here to extend this out a little bit further if need be. The whole idea of not having that on the front for this particular customer is he can push into the timber harder while still utilising that bite limiter rotor as well. Besides that, that's pretty well it, guys. Obviously, you know, when it comes to our gear, we run everything through an extensive dealer network. As mentioned, 2 years parts, 12 months labour warranty, and that is back to base. So the whole idea is to make sure that base is as close to you as possible. For myself, we've got dealers that pretty well start at the Victorian border. So sort of, I've got customers in Eden, and I've got customers right the way through to Murwillumbah, Mullumbimby, Tweed Heads, and then we're talking Moree, Gravesend, Narrabri, Burke, Hillston, Hay. We can sort of make it work wherever it needs to work. So yeah, again, back to base. If we can make that base as close to you as possible, it keeps you efficient, keeps you running. That's the whole idea. I mean, at the end of the day, it's these things are down for much longer than 24 or 48 hours. It becomes a bigger drama. Starts costing everyone money that's involved. Obviously behind me here, well, probably not behind me in this instance, but over that way and over that way, we've got quite extensive parts set up here. As mentioned, we are the factory, so we're here to support our dealers, and then at the end of it all, support the end users, make sure they're being taken care of by us as well as dealers, as well as, you know, again, it's about efficiencies, return on investments, all that sort of stuff. So ROIs, acronyms, ABC, STMs, SSLs, all the above. Yeah, any questions you got, reach out, give us a call, bit of Googling. I'm on socials, we're on socials, we've got websites. You can reach out to one of our dealers, they'll put you in contact with us. We'll obviously help them with any questions. If you've got any questions you've got, we try to put you guys in contact with guys that already have these units to have the sales, I suppose, aspect taken out of the picture, so we can, you know, you can hear it from the horse's mouth how these things sort of go in the field and practicality. We're at most field days. I'm just rambling now. I'm gonna let you go. Take care. Cheers.